Yo guys, what's up? I got the plays for you guys for the NBA games on Tuesday. I got 4 free picks again for you guys in this video that we're going to get into in 1 second. To recap what we just did today on Monday, we would have cashed a little 2-leg today, but Sengun missed by basically 1 rebound. Insanely unfortunate. That game was absolutely insane. He had like 6 rebounds in the first half. Zero clue how he didn't hit. He played like 40 minutes. But regardless of that, we're still in a decent run in the playoffs here, but I do want to get back on track and cash a couple videos because the last few videos we have been missing by 1 leg pretty much every single video. So make sure to drop a like on this video. It's completely free, obviously. It takes 1 second to do. I'd really appreciate it. And we are going to get back on track here very soon. I promise you that. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel either. I post these free pick videos for you guys every single day, especially throughout the entire NBA playoffs. So make sure to subscribe. We're also very close to 25K subs. So thank you guys so much for that. But going into this video, or before we get into these plays, I also want to let you guys know, if you haven't watched my videos before, or you don't know already, I also have a VIP that is completely free. Right here are just a couple of the slips that we have cashed just in the last few days in the VIP. These aren't even all the screenshots. These are just a couple of them. But in the VIP, you get text messages sent directly to your phone every single day of just screenshots of all of my favorite plays for that day. So you get a ton of extra free slips. It's literally screenshots, super simple, super easy. So if you want to get in the VIP for completely free for an entire month and just get an extra ton of slips sent directly to your phone every single day, all you have to do, make sure you live in one of these white or gray states on this map, even parts of Canada. If you do, that means you could download the Sleeper app or the Chalkboard app. So I don't care which one you do. You just have to download either one of these apps. When you download it, it's going to ask you right away if you have a promo code. Make sure to type in code GHOST on both apps before you deposit. You have to type in code GHOST before you deposit. You can't go back and change it after. But as long as you have that code locked in, you just have to deposit at least $10. Then drop a comment on this video letting me know you signed up with that code. That way I can find you and I will send you the link to the free month of VIP. Obviously, Sleeper and Chalkboard will both give you $100 for free and a free score as well. So just by getting on these apps using code GHOST, you can get up to $200 for free, 2 free plays, and a free month of VIP. If you're already on these apps but you want the free month of VIP, I've said this a billion times, guys, you can get a friend on or a family member on using code GHOST. I don't care if it's someone you know or something like that. That's fine. I want to give you a free month of VIP. I want everyone in the VIP because it's extra free slips for you guys. You don't even have to do any more work. It's just extra free slips for you guys. I want to give it to you for free. You just have to either deposit on one of those apps using code GHOST yourself or get a friend or family member to do that on their phone, obviously. But just make sure links are all down below in the description and comments of this video. Make sure you type in code GHOST before you deposit and deposit at least $10. And again, you get all that free stuff with it as well. But let's hop into the free picks. So obviously, like I said, 4 picks today. We're going to go into the best game of the day, which is obviously going to be Clippers versus Nuggets. It's arguably the best series of the first round of these playoffs. The first play I have for you guys today is going to be Jokic on his points. And we're actually going to be taking the under at 29.5. So right now, Prizepicks has this up at 29.5. We're going to be taking the under. This line, shockingly high. I was shocked when I saw this line at 29.5. Throughout the whole series, he's been around 27.5. The other day, we bet on him to go over 26.5. 29.5. I don't know where this bump is coming from. It's out of nowhere. The obviously only thing I could think of is because he had 36 last game, but that was a very tight game. It was, clearly his highest scoring game of the series where he had 36. Other than that, he's gone under this line all 3 games. He did have one game where he got really close to 29, but just 29.5 points for Jokic in general is insanely high. So my thing that I really like about this play, the Clippers defense is actually pretty solid. Zubac's been playing really well the whole season, but obviously in this matchup as well. But 29.5, I think a lot of people think, well, he just dropped 36. He's probably going to go off again. I really don't think he is. He's playing at home, which I've mentioned this a million times, but in the playoffs, the star players don't play as well because the role players play so much better at home. So they are playing at home in this game. So I expect the role players to step up in a big way. And if they do, Jokic shouldn't have to go score over 30 points in this game. The other thing is when he just drops 36 on them, he was getting insanely double and triple teamed the entire series. This last game, he really just started ball hogging and they weren't doubling him as much as they were. They're obviously going to go back to double teaming screen him every single time he touches the ball here. So he shouldn't have as many opportunities as he had in this last game. And like I said, the other role players should be able to step up, and he shouldn't have to score 30 points in this game for them to win. So while it's still at 29.5, I think that line's too high. We're going to be taking the under there. The second play I have is obviously in that same game. We're going to be taking Kawhi over 25.5 points. I've taken this line, I want to say like 2, maybe even 3 of these games so far, but I really like him over 25.5 points. I don't care. I've said this a million times. He's gone over 20 points like 20 or 21 games straight at this point. So we know his floor is 20 points. He's going to get at least 20 points. It's just, is he going to get over that hump of 25.5? I think he's going to here. And a big reason why I think that is I hate being the kind of guy that's like, oh, he's had 2 bad games in a row, he's due to go over. Because clearly in sports betting, that doesn't really mean anything. The only time I would ever even think about really saying that is in the playoffs, because you're never going to have a playoff series where the star player for a team doesn't go off at least 2 or 3 times in a series. If it goes to 7 games, obviously, this is already into game 5 here, tied up series. I expect Kawhi on the road to do something similar to what he did last time they played at Denver, where he scored 39 points in that game. Like I said, he should do something similar in that situation. On the road, star players play way better. They play way more minutes. They take way more shots in those games. He should go over 25.5 points. Nuggets have given up the 3rd most points to his position on this season, so it's a great matchup there. Star player on the road, 25.5 points. He hasn't gone over in a couple games. He's only gone over 1 time in this series. At some point, Kawhi is going to have to carry this team and put them on his back. I think he's going to have to do that again here in game 5. So we're taking Kawhi over 25.5 points. The other 2 plays are obviously going to be goblin plays like I've been doing the last couple of videos. That's just going to bump the payout from a 3x to about a 4.5x, close to 5x payout. The first one is going to be Haliburton over 7.5 assists. Really don't have to say too much about this. He goes over this basically every single playoff game he's ever been in. He's playing Milwaukee. He's playing at home. They really can, close out Milwaukee here in this game. 7.5 assists. If Haliburton doesn't get over 7.5 assists, he either got in foul trouble or it was a 70-point blowout. I don't even know another reason why he wouldn't have over 7.5 assists. So it seems pretty safe right there. We're going to be sticking with Haliburton over 7.5 assists. The last play I have is going to be Jalen Brunson. We're going to be taking him over his goblin at, I want to say it was like 23.5. 22.5. So we're going to be taking him over his points at 22.5. Again, another situation where I really shouldn't have to say that much about it. It's Jalen Brunson. It's in the playoffs. It's at home. It's against the Pistons. This series has also been super entertaining and insane to watch. He should score over 22.5 points to close out the Pistons in this game. I really don't have to say too much about that. That's going to be the 4 plays I have for you guys for the games today on Tuesday. Again, make sure to drop a like on this video. Do not forget to subscribe. I've also said this the past couple of videos. I will say it again here. Again, Prizepicks 4.5x payout. I put this play in on Sleep already. I don't have the screenshot, but as of right now, it's paying a little bit over 5x. So if you can get this play in on Sleeper, would highly recommend it. That is why I tell you guys to get the Sleeper and Chalkboard app. Yes, you get $200 for free. You get 2 free plays. You get a free month of VIP. But even if you don't care about any of that and that doesn't pique your interest at all, you should really, really, really have at least one of these apps specifically for the NBA. Their lines are better every single night. Their payouts are better every single night. If you live in any one of these white or gray states and you don't have either Sleeper or Chalkboard or even both, you are really, really missing out on higher payouts, more promos, better lines, free money, free plays, free VIP. I'm telling you guys, it's going to take you 5 minutes to do. You just have to make sure to put in code GHOST before you deposit, and you are going to get a ton of stuff for free. And trust me, you're going to want it. So I'd highly, highly recommend it. Again, if you want the free month of VIP, though, just make sure to drop a comment down below so I can send you the link to the free month of VIP. Other than that, guys, these are the 4 plays I have for you for these games on Tuesday. Good luck with our bets, and I'll catch you next video.